Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into another Saturday night of high school basketball. Jim, Happy New Year. The first game of 2020 here on WebWeeklyLive.com, Hoopers Only TV. Jim, we couldn't ask for a better game. About 367 days ago, to be exact, Danville hung the only loss last year on these Loyalsock Lancers during the regular season. You know that is something that CI has not forgotten about.
Well, that was an interesting game, and we'll leave it at that down at Danville. And, you know, and I'm sure he hasn't forgot about it, but different teams for both sides, and this will be a good test for Loyalsock tonight. They got them on their home court, and it's an easy court to get up and down on, a little shorter, so I think it'll be a fun game.
Should be a good game. Let's talk a little bit about Loyalsock. They are 8-0 on the season. Last game against Southern Columbia, they won 86-34. They never were tested in that game. They're led by senior sharpshooter Aiden Gare, 22.1 points a game, 21 three-pointers, Jim. I know you like that.
Aiden's a tough, hard-nosed kid, plays linebacker in the football team. My nickname for him in basketball is the Assassin because he lines it up and he, you know, the other team ends up falling down when he shoots it. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, someone who also, senior leadership, you talk about Reese Watkins, he has come on the last couple of games. He is up to 13.5 points a game. He is the team leader with steals. You wouldn't expect that for a bigger guy with 32 steals. Reese Watkins, fantastic athlete.
Outstanding athlete, had a great football season, carried the confidence over into basketball. Doesn't have great basketball skills. They're developing as the season's going on. He's more of an athlete than a basketball player. The better his skills get, the better the Lancers will do.
Absolutely. And you talk about setting the table for these Lancers, Rivers Parrish. He sets them up, knocks them down. He's the man who dishes the ball inside and out. He has 27 assists on the season for Rivers.
Great pickup for Loyalsock, came over from the Newman Knights, been solid, and it was really key earlier in the year when Idris had a bad ankle. He's done a great job.
And he's filled in, and Siraj Ali, the 6'4" sophomore. Jim, I know you're a rebounding guy. You like to hear stats. Hunter was a great rebounder, the leader. 63 rebounds already on the season for Siraj.
And Siraj is developing a nice offensive game. Inside on the boards, offensive defense, he's a beast. And he's developing his offensive skills. Tremendous upside for the young man.
And I looked at the stats that we got from Kim earlier in the week. He is still shooting 80% from the field. Anytime you could get numbers like that, you're going to win a lot of games.
Paul, I can't shoot 80% anymore with you guarding me, so that's amazing.
With a bad knee. All right, let's talk about the Danville Ironman. They got off to a 6-1 start. They lost the last two games. Coach Lenny Smith, 18th season here at Danville. Last year, like we said, they beat Loyalsock 66-58. It was the only loss, but they lost two in a row. They lost to a very, very tough Crestwood team the other night, and they win with defense 55-42. They also lost a 1-point game to Shamokin 60-59, but they're without number 2. Jagger Dressler, he is out for the third game in a row. I talked to him earlier. He said his knee's feeling better, but he's still not ready to go. But they are led by Maven James. He's a 6'4". They have him listed as a guard, center, and forward, averaging 14 points a game. He could do it all.
He's a good ball player, good athlete. Done a great job. Danville's had a quality program. The coach has done a great job building the program, and they execute very well. So it'll be execution for Danville against athleticism and defense of Loyalsock.
Well, Danville has a pretty deep bench, too, and so does Loyalsock, so it should be interesting. KJ Riley, number 1, he is the quarterback of the football team. He is the quarterback of this offense also. He is the point guard. He averages 9 points a game. He'll be tough to stop. Jim, I know you always say about free throws, and here is a stat for you. 4 of 5 of Danville's free throw starters are shooting over 80% from the free throw line.
That's outstanding, and that's the way it's supposed to be, right? But it's tough in high school basketball anymore, especially on the men's side. I think the girls shoot better in high school. But what I can tell you is that means you don't want to put them on the line if you have a tight game down the stretch. Right. They're probably going.
All right, that's it from here. We're going to go back upstairs. The game's up next. WebWeeklyLive.com, Hoopers Only TV. We'll be right back.
To help you celebrate Christmas, Aubrey Alexander Toyota is extending its $500 customer Christmas cash to you, or double down for $1,000 more on your trade. There will be financing as low as 1.9%, rebates up to $3,000 on select models, and we have over 150 new Toyotas to choose from. Or check out our pre-owned vehicles starting at $69.88 with a warranty. Payments as low as $149 a month with 0 down. The Christmas cash event going on now, only at Aubrey Alexander Toyota on the Strip in Selinsgrove. And remember, tell them Johnny sent you.
TV, man. Check it out.
Yup. Shout out Hoopers Only
sir.
TV.
Hoopers Only
See what y'all
TV,
do.
baby.
Yup, for sure.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
FastMaz.com.
FastMaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to CI Gymnasium here in Loyalsock. Jim, the music is blasting in the background here as both teams are taking their warm-ups about 2 minutes yet before introductions. Let's talk a little bit what's on Hoopers Only TV tonight. Minnehaha Academy versus Sierra Canyon. It's going to be on ESPN3. Bronny James plays for Sierra Canyon. Also Zaire Wade, son of Dwayne Wade. It should be a great game, but you can check it out on Hoopers Only TV or even on ESPN3, Jim, where you and I hopefully will be next year announcing games.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, it's great to be part of Hoopers Only TV.
Absolutely.
And it's definitely becoming a first-class outlet to see the best in high school basketball. So,
Well, we got two pretty good teams going at it right here tonight to start off the new year. Danville is coming in at 6-3. They're 4-1 in the conference. More importantly, losers of the last two games, but they are out without Jogger Dressler, and that's going to hurt their point guard. But I'll tell you what, they have a fine team. A lot of guys got minutes last year for Danville. Lenny Smith has another good squad for about the fifth year in a row. They've been, right with it here, and we're under a minute to go. And we're going to turn it down to our PA address announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
Tonight, Loyalsock welcomes the Danville Ironman to the township for a PHAC contest.
this will be a good test tonight for the Lancers, Paul.
Absolutely, Jim. I agree with you.
Thank goodness they turned that music down.
Spectators are encouraged to support their teams enthusiastically, but they must remember that they are guests of this school and that unruly or disorderly conduct on the part of any fan before, during, or after any event will not be tolerated. Food and beverages, with the exception of bottled water, are not permitted in the gymnasium at any time.
And we're getting ready for the anthem. We're going to break for the anthem here. WebWeeklyLive.com.
If you're looking for one of the safest and best winter cars on the highway, look no further than Blaze Alexander Subaru. With our best-in-class symmetrical all-wheel drive and with fuel economy as high as 36 miles per gallon and interest rates as low as 0%, with your help, this should definitely be a December to remember. And with the Share the Love event in full swing from now until January 2nd, Subaru will donate $250 to purchase or lease the selected national or hometown charity. So if you're looking for a great investment, invest in a Subaru and take advantage of Subaru Share the Love event going on at Blaze Alexander Subaru in Montoursville.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyalsock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Savings this big only comes once a year, and that's at the Blaze Alexander Kia Holiday Sticker Event. For a limited time only, Alexander Kia is offering savings up to 25% off MSRP on select in-stock models, or rates as low as 0% for 66 months. You'll also find the best warranty in the business at Alexander Kia, with coverage for 10 years or 100,000 miles. Make the most of every mile and take a trip up the creek for the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee.
We have teamed up with Ford to bring you even more holiday bonus cash on brand new vehicles now until the end of the year. And this is Ford Truck Month, and we have massive savings with up to $13,500 off MSRP on new Ford F-150s. We have new Ford Fusions as low as $19,988 and all-wheel drive Escapes as low as $25,388. All priced at the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee, or we'll give you $1,000. So for Christmas cash, no payments until January, and extra holiday rebates, stop and shop to save some green off Route 15 in Mansfield, where we're taking the deals the other guys won't.
All right, we're back here at CI's Gymnasium. The Danville Ironmen are being introduced. They are dressed head to toe in orange, Jim. They look a lot like the Syracuse Orangemen.
One thing's for sure, you wouldn't lose them in the woods if you were hunting, Paul.
Speaking of those, I saw those nice Webb Weekly orange hats you guys have.
We have some nice real tree orange hats. Yeah, I'll have to get you one.
Absolutely. They look great. And now Rivers Parish, we said he sets the table. Aiden Gare.
The assassin.
I love that name, the assassin. And just to tip on what we said in our open, 81.8% from the field to be exact. Adris getting the start.
The brothers Ali, very athletic, very basketball savvy for young players. And Reese is the senior, tremendous athlete. Named All-State football wide receiver, by the way. And Aiden Gare was named linebacker All-State.
Both well-deserving honors for both of them. I'm excited about this game, Jim. We waited a whole year for this one, the rematch. We thought we'd have it in the PHAC, but Danville got knocked off last year in the first game by Montoursville.
We got Bobby Lynn. He's a veteran official heading things up tonight. I'm sure we'll get a much better officiated game than last year, and I'm not saying that in a negative way.
Well,
so this is a pretty good crew. So.
And we are live on WebWeeklyLive.com, also Facebook Live. We are on, Jim. We're almost set to get underway here. Lenny Smith's team out on the court. Mavin James is going to be jumping for the Ironman along with Siraj Ali. And the Danville, they brought their band tonight, I can hear up here.
That's Loyalsock.
Loyalsock's band.
Yep, that's a spirit band. There goes Adris right down the lane and a foul. Quick start for the Lancers. I like the aggressiveness for Adris.
Took it right at Dante Harwood.
Danville foul number 12, Colton Sidler.
Now they're going to call it on Sidler. Sidler filling in for Dressler. The senior did a good job the other night against Crestwood, had 7 points.
Crestwood's a good ball club.
Very good defensively, Jim. Very good defensively. They're as my coach used to say, they foam from the mouth. The hands
Absolutely.
are on the wheel. The full court press the whole game. Second one on its way and good by Adris. 2-0 Lancers lead just underway. Ironmen going from left to right on your screen up to
Loyalsock and straight up man.
James with the ball back to KJ Riley. Quarterback of the football team, quarterback of the basketball team. Nice dish down low at the doorstep. Harwood up and in.
Good penetration, left it on the doorstep. The big guy finished.
Here's a cross-court pass. Oh, pass stolen away. Turned over by the Lancers into the hands of KJ Riley, a 6-foot junior guard. Averaging 9 points a game for the Ironman. Nice crossover, swings it back over to James. James inside again to Harward. Harward tries a spin move, stolen away by the Lancers. Here comes Rivers Parish. Being guarded by James, lays it up, tips around and in.
Great job by River using his body to shield the defender, puts it up high off the glass and get it. Lancers in the traditional press.
And Parrish at 5'8". James at 6'4". He did exactly what you said, Jim. Riley for three, ball on the way, short, no good. Rebounded at the doorstep. Harwood again, blocked by Siraj.
Good block by Siraj. Not a very good job boxing out, and they can't let these big fellas from Danville roam around in there, or they'll pay for it tonight.
Block number 14 on the season for Siraj Ali. Now James with the ball, kicks it back to Riley. Over on the left wing, swings it to the corner. Sidler drives.
Good help defense by Siraj there.
Back to James Sidler, three ball on the way. That's long. Tipped around over the back. No call. Here comes the Lancers. Watkins up ahead to Gare. Nice pick by Caden Riley. He read it like a comic book there, Jim. And the ball went out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lancers here.
Not only that, he didn't commit the foul. Aiden Gare leaked out. Could have been an easy two. Good hustle.
Parrish will inbound for the Lancers. Went looking for the alley-oop to Watkins. Thought better of it. Now kicks it back over to Ali. Ali between his legs. Right wing extended. Being guarded by Riley. Picked by Siraj. Kicks it back to Gare. Gare being guarded by Jack Smith. Pushing a little bit of contact in there. Aiden ain't going to shy away from that. We know that. Adris to Siraj, back to Adris. 3-ball on the way from Adris. That's long, and it hits the top of the backboard, and it's going to be Ironman ball. And I hear what you're saying, Jim, about inside. 2 times up the court, Danville got the ball inside to the post really easy.
Yeah, this press again, Loyalsock nothing out of it, creating numbers going the other way.
Mavin James over to KJ Riley, comes to the top of the key.
Danville's really well coached, usually at a minimum of 4 passes on the offensive end before a shot.
Swings it back to Smith. Over to James. James being guarded by Adris. Good head fake by Riley. Riley drives to the basket too hard. Rebounded by Siraj. Here come the Lancers. 4-on-3 break. Gare swings it cross court to Adris. Adris drives in the lane. Finger roll, no good. Gets his own rebound up and in, Jim.
Great job by Adris. Strong to the basket, follows it up. The little fella got weaved in there and made sure he got his own miss.
Pass back to James. They're trying to free him out, being guarded by Watkins. Right-handed dribble by James. James drives, kicks it back out.
Good defense by the Lancers.
Over to Smith. Smith for 3. Count it. Jack Smith, 7.8 points a game.
And Danville can always stroke it from the outside. You can't leave anybody open for them.
He hit 3-pointers.
Nice move all the way in and draws the foul. Dries really turning his game up here early from the last time I saw him.
And took it right at them. He's going right inside. He's not shying away from anything.
First, team's second. Going to the line for the Lancers is Adris Ali, shooting 2.
Dries will be shooting 2 from the line, shooting 83% from the year, and that's his 3rd foul shot tonight, so that number's going to go up, Jim.
Got an excellent form.
Second one on its way and good. He's 4 for 4 from the line.
Again, Loyalsock looking to create a trapping opportunity and create a bad pass cross court. They haven't really done a whole lot here out of the press.
Smith over to James. James still trying to shake free. Has not taken a shot yet.
Now they're in straight man. Loyalsock straight man defense.
4:49 to go in the first.
Nice.
Oh, nice pass. Give and go down low. Jack Smith lays it up and in.
And that's what Danville can do on offense. So they'll screen, they'll come off the ball, and they always seem to create easy shots.
8-7, Loyalsock leads by 1, 4:31 to go, first quarter. Paul Bowe, Jim Webb here, WebWeeklyLive.com, Facebook Live, Hoopers Only TV. Thanks for spending your Saturday night and your first one of the new year, Jim.
How about it?
With us here.
Good one to break the seal with, Paul.
For the best in high school basketball. Gare, long 3 from downtown. No good, tipped around and rebounded by Harward.
Again, Danville come down, they'll slow it down, they'll work the offense.
Riley with the ball, good looking point guard. Long 3 on the way, rattles around the rim and in. Dante, younger brother of Dyson Harwood. Jim, you remember him from last year's team. Very, very good ball player.
This pace of this game so far definitely favors Danville. Loyalsock needs to turn up the intensity. Good job by Siraj. Good hands.
Got him off his feet, no call.
Wow.
That's sure 3 Danville Ironmen around there, no call.
He took one across the face also.
Here comes James looking to go one-on-one, backs it back out, 3-ball on the way, nothing but net.
He's a terrific ball player. They better crawl inside his shorts here. He's going to have a big night.
Mavin James averaging 14.1 a game.
You cannot let him square up and get a good look.
And the 6'4" senior, like we said, Jim, he does a little bit of it all. Plays forward, guard, and center for this team. It's like that old skid, who's on first?
How about it? Well, he'll handle the ball more with the point. You said the point guard. Nice shot by Aiden Gare again. Lines it up. As long as he has the top, like Larry Bird, his legs can be going out the door on the side there. As long as he's squared up above.
Sidler
nice.
Down low to senior, misses. Tipped around. Here come the Lancers. Adris up ahead to Reese Watkins. Watkins now backs it out. Oh, nice look pass. A little too hot to handle, a little too much mustard on that one. Off the hands of Siraj. He probably should have had it, and he knows it.
If you're the guard, you said he should have had it. If you're the big fella inside, you said a little too hard.
You threw it a little too hard. James now playing, like you said, Jim, a little more to guard tonight.
Yeah,
with
he will.
Dressler out.
And that won't, I mean, if I'm coaching their team, I want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
And he's pure. He's Riley, hard off the glass, no good. Ball batted around once again.
Terrible. Loyalsock is doing a terrible job boxing out here early in the ball game. They've been fortunate on some balls that didn't go Danville's way, but they better find some bodies here.
Well, 2:20 to go, first quarter, 13-11. Danville leads. Adrees Ali, left-handed dribble, now switches to the right hand between his legs. Adrees has 6 on the night, leading all scorers. Back to Rivers Parrish.
Nice pass.
Oh, man.
Good idea, good look, just got away from him.
And the All-State receiver couldn't even catch that one. He couldn't
No, it
go
was
up and
behind
get
him.
that.
That's one where I'd love to see 2 hands on the pass. He did the one, I think it was left-handed, one-hand pass. He had plenty of time. He could have used both hands and snapped an over-the-head pass.
One thing I noticed, Jim, the first 6 minutes of the game, we're not seeing a lot of ball movement from Loyalsock.
No.
A lot of people are standing around. There's not a lot of movement, much like the Troy game started.
Absolutely.
You know, they're taking a little bit of time.
That was backcourt.
And that went
Bobby
backcourt.
Lynn was on it, and he got it.
And that will be a turnover. Loyalsock, from this young season, it's only 8 games in, but we've noticed they've been starting very slow. You know, it takes them a while to get flowing.
Well, they better get flowing because Danville's not the team to come out slow against. But you're right. We've seen a nice little right idea, just a little bit off with the pass.
And like I said, this team is averaging 80 points a game. Kick over, back to KJ. KJ is going to set it up for the Ironman. Nice crossover by Riley. This kid's a good ball player. Nice pass down low to James. James now back it out.
See, James, the type of ball player, I would have liked to seen him catch that and attack the rim when he was down in the baseline. But he's going to do it anyways and kick out here.
Trying to go one-on-one. Smith turns around, caught himself in midair, but he's lucky that Sidler was there. Colton Sidler playing a good game in a reserve effort here. James, three-pointer on the way. That's short.
Again, no box out.
Riley pushed off, no call. Up ahead, Lancers got a 2-on-3. They back it back out. Over to Adrees. 50 seconds to go. Last minute in the quarter, Jim.
They got a tremendous advantage with the big fella, Wilson, inside. They need to clear out and get the ball into him. He's given up probably 8 inches, the guy on him. You don't want him in a high post, though.
There's a pass to Siraj. Siraj
Now.
kicks it back to Adrees.
Oh, my gosh, get it into him.
He has position in her long three by Gare.
That was like having Wilt Chamberlain in there and you didn't throw him the ball.
Rebounded by James. James up to Smith. Smith, nice drive to the hole. Too strong off the glass. Rebounded by Watkins. Over to Aiden. 17 seconds left, and they almost threw it away again.
Very sloppy first quarter for the Lancers.
And Loyalsock is coming unraveled here. Lucky it's only a 2-point game. They're going to hold for the last shot. 12 seconds to go. I know this is your pet peeve, Jim, about getting things going.
Again, they should attack the basket right now and get a shot up so you have an opportunity, if you miss, to put the rebound in, but they're waiting too long.
Long pass by Gare at the horn. No good. We played one here in Loyalsock. 13-11. Danville leads. We'll be right back with the second. We're back here in Loyalsock. Paul Bowe, Jim Webb. Jim, 1 quarter in the books. We heard CI in the break saying exactly what you said.
Definitely, CI's fired up. He didn't like when they had Julian inside and they failed to get him the ball. And the second thing, he spelled it out for him. We cannot wait and settle on a long three-pointer NBA range. Work the ball in, get a shot up with 5 seconds go. You have a chance for an offensive rebound.
And once again, this Danville team is scrappy. They're getting second shots. They have good point guard play. They got a real star in James. And this is going to be a tough game for Loyalsock. Nice take by Riley. No good.
Again, no box out.
Riley gets his own rebound. Back to James. James in the corner to Smith. Back to James again. Left wing. Now backs it back out, being guarded by Ali. There's the screen. James, three-pointer. That's short. And Parrish comes down with it. Parrish up ahead to Adrees. Adrees to Watkins. Everyone's around the three-point line. Now Aiden goes inside, and the ball back top of the key to Reese.
Ooh.
Reese gets it back from Gare, backs it back out. Good defense by the Ironman. Adrice thought about that three.
I believe Aiden only took one shot in that first quarter. He needs to become more of a factor here, an offensive-minded.
Yeah. I think the one at the buzzer and the one he made.
Okay,
so
he took two shots, yeah.
That one don't even count at the buzzer. That was from
Here's
way
now
downtown.
he's going to get him.
Oh, man.
Could have got him either way. Could have got him with the offensive foul, used his shoulder.
Is that what they called the offensive
No,
foul?
they called him for the travel.
Okay.
So that was actually a break on the baseline for the Lancers.
6:59 to go before the half, just underway the second quarter. 13-12. Danville leads almost a turnover by Riley.
And again, Loyalsock needs to turn up the defensive intensity here, especially when the shot's taken. Find a body to box out.
Riley all over to Harward.
Oh.
Reese almost got that one in the back of the cranium.
Well, you're one pass away. You should be seeing the ball. You should be looking in between the ball and the man you're guarding.
Riley, nothing to do, not a good shot.
That should never happen. You should have a hand in the passing lane. That should have been a layup the other way.
Oh, there's a ball batted around, turned over again. Quick hands by Riley. Turns it over. Riley now with the ball. Right-handed dribble across the timeline, being guarded by Ali. Over to James. James trying to go one-on-one. Nice turnaround jumper, hard off the glass. Ball batted around again. Sidler couldn't come down with it. Lancers 2-on-4 the other way. Picked again by Riley. 2 times up the court, 2 steals.
Again, the proper basketball play there is Rivers should stop at the foul line. You jump stop at the foul line, you allow the lanes through. If you don't have anything, you have the option for the short 15-foot jumper, you pull it back out. But to dribble into 4 guys isn't the answer at any level of basketball.
No, absolutely not, Jim. 5:57 to go. Carson Persing, 5'8 freshman, into the game now for the Ironman. Terrific slot receiver on the football team. Nice turnaround. Harwood buries it. Count
Very
it.
nice touch.
Dante Harward for 3.
That's his second three-pointer of the game.
And again, Loyalsock just looks a little bit out of sync here. They look tired.
Harwood has 8. Lead 5 for the Ironman. Over to Rivers Parish.
Good screen by Siraj. Should have gave it to him. Siraj had the roll. There we go.
Nice
Good pass.
at the doorstep. Aiden Gare.
Very well. That's what we need to do. The Loyalsock needs to do is move the ball, get better opportunities.
And Watkins wide open at the doorstep with that no-look pass from Gare. Persing with the ball back to Smith. Danville's giving Riley a break now. This is a chance for Loyalsock to make a little run.
Good defense there by
James,
Rivers.
Nice spin move, and he'll go to the line.
He got away with the little push there with the off arm. That was very good defense.
Lancer foul number 1, Rivers Parish, his first.
Rivers did a good job squaring him up, had position. He used the off arm to clear some space.
Yeah, absolutely. Mavin going to the line, 87% shooter for the year. First one up and around the rim and out.
You jinxed him, Paul.
Entering the game for Loyalsock number 35, Sean Jensen.
Sean Jensen just coming into the game. Haven't seen any. This is the first time he's into the game in the second quarter for Sean, 6'2 junior.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more of the big fella, Julian Wilson. We saw him at the end there.
Second one is good by James. Yeah, he only came in for a minute or 2.
Sideline break. Danville has it well covered. Idris all the way. Great job of Idris attacking the basket tonight. Created contact to go to the line for 2.
And that's a good call on a block there on Harward.
Ironman foul number 13, Dante Harward, his second.
That's 2 on him.
Third.
Probably come maybe out and sit a little bit.
Idris Ali shooting 2.
Idris going to the line. He's now 5 for 5 for tonight from the charity stripe, Jim. We said it in the open, you got to make foul shots.
Absolutely, and you look at the scoreboard, he's keeping in the game with his effort from the foul line and by attacking the basket right now.
Yep, he has 8 on tonight for Idris.
Now, again, I want to see more effort. If they're going to press, there's going to be more effort than what's going on right now for Loyalsock.
Yep. There it is, pass swings and almost,
There you go.
Thank God that girl got her hand up, or that cheerleader was getting one right in the snoot. Oh, poor girl, she wasn't paying attention. You ever see the video in the NBA game when that lady gets hit in the face?
Absolutely.
That's what that was going to happen there, that poor girl. Her heart probably skipped 100 beats. Rivers Parish for 3. He missed everything on that. 4:45 to go, 17-15, Danville leads.
I don't mind the shot. I would have liked to see him step into it a little bit more.
Long cross course pass to Persing. Up ahead to Sidler. Sidler between his legs being guarded by Gare. Back out to James. James trying to go one-on-one with Parrish. They're going to get the offensive foul right there, Jim. And they're calling it. That's 3 on Harward.
Now they obviously that's a different player, but that's what happened here a little bit earlier with that nice pass into Siraj.
Right, Harward has 3. You think they're going to go right at him, and he's not going to be a 4th right there.
I don't know how that wasn't a foul, but good job
nice
by Idris all the way in.
And Harwood swats
Jensen,
that.
good hustle, offensive rebounds.
Jensen walked on that one.
Definitely did.
Double dribble.
He did. But that was a good effort for him to create a second opportunity. I think Idris got slapped again. I mean,
Ironman substitution number 3, Mitch Van Den.
there they got him out of the game.
Yeah, well, he was very aggressive with 3 fouls. Yeah. I thought he was going to pick up 4 or twice. They could have blew the whistle. Vanderhul now into the game. 5'11" senior. Pass over to James. Now back out to Smith. Danville by 2, 3:52 to go in the half. Good defense by Gare.
Oh, boy, left him blow by.
And James lays it up and in.
Mavin James with the bucket.
Mavin James has 6 on the night. Leading scorer on this Ironman team with averaging 14 a game. Parrish, right wing. Gives
Again,
it to Gare.
Aiden hasn't had a lot of shooting opportunities. They need to create a little more offensive.
Oh, pass. Didn't look where he passed it.
That was Aiden's fault. He came off there. He could have went right to the basket for a layup, and he didn't. He just stood. So sometimes
Ball possession to the Lancers.
the Lancers maintain possession anyway.
For Loyalsock, number 23, Reese Watkins.
3:21 to go in a half, 19-15.
But anyways, that was a good pass by Rivers. Sometimes the guy passing the ball gets hung out to dry, and that was a perfect example of it. Aiden cuts on that. He has a layup.
Aiden will inbound from under his own basket. Pass way up high to Jensen. Jensen dribbling through traffic.
Nice
lays
shot.
it up and in off the basket.
Jensen with the bucket.
Sean Jensen and Harwood back into the game here, pushing Jensen right in the chest as he walked past midcourt.
Well, that must tell you they're a little short because with 3 fouls, if he does.
Oh,
boy.
James. Nice mid-range jumper.
And that's smart basketball. He knew he had the size advantage over Idris. He just lined it up and knocked it down.
Now, Jim, maybe they gave that foul to somebody else because
Maybe they did.
They're only showing 2 fouls.
Yeah,
for
I can't believe he has
Harwood.
3 and it would be in the game. You're stretching it at this point.
Yeah.
Long 3-pointer.
Round the rim and out. Here comes the break. That'll give up the break. Up to James. James lays it in. Thought he was going to slam it home.
He thought about a 2-hand throwdown and then didn't have his feet under him. Loyalsock the other way. Aiden Gare in the corner. Good cutting Reese Watkins. Mishandled inside.
Better turnover for Loyalsock.
Idris gets a hand on it. Back to Idris. 3-pointer on the way. In and out.
Again, rebounded by Harwood. Up ahead to Vanderhul. Vanderhul, backdoor cut. Smith up and in. Timeout on the floor.
Danville moves very well without the basketball.
Timeout on the floor. Lancer call timeout. 30-second timeout. 25-17. Danville leads. We'll be right back. WebWeeklyLive.com.
Help you celebrate Christmas, Aubrey Alexander Toyota is extending its $500 customer Christmas cash to you, or double down for $1,000 more on your trade. There will be financing as low as 1.9%, rebates up to $3,000 on select models, and we have over 150 new Toyotas to choose from. Or check out our pre-owned vehicles starting at $69.88 with a warranty. Payments as low as $149 a month with 0 down. The Christmas cash event going on now, only at Aubrey Alexander Toyota on the Strip in Selinsgrove, and remember, tell them Johnny sent you.
All right, Jim, we're back here. 25-17, 8-point Ironman lead, 2:12 to go before the half.
Maybe a little holiday rust on the Lancers here, and they need to knock it off. They haven't played in a few days.
They played on Monday against Southern Columbia.
Yeah.
So that was the 30th, right?
And I saw Coach Randy Glunk had his arm around Aiden Gare, and I can imagine what he was telling him. Jensen, long 3, no good. Idris weasels in, gets the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you
back
what,
out. Jensen on the way again for 3.
Shooter's touch, rolls in.
Kind roll. Anyways, I'm sure Coach Glunk told Aiden, let's shoot the ball, get some shooting opportunities.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Idris Ali's been the lone bright spot for the Lancers this whole first half.
He's been the troop.
Oh, there's
good
a
job.
turnover.
Reese Watkins up ahead. Aiden Gare on the run out. Left hand and good.
Oh, and
one.
And you said it, Jim, they need a little fire lit under them, and there's one right there. Aiden's going to the line to convert an old-fashioned three-point play. Lead down to 3 now, just like that.
Very nice. Well done here by the Lancers out of the timeout.
Lead was 8, and just like that, it could go right down to 3 in not even a minute. Gare shooting 77.4% from the line, misses.
Good job by Jensen, gets an offensive board. Back out to Reese Watkins. The Lancers will reset.
I'll tell you what, Jensen playing really well off the bench since he came in. He's providing a spark
Definitely.
for the Lancers. 5 points for Sean. Over to
Oh,
Gare.
nice pass. Didn't handle it. Real good look
That's
by
going to
Aiden
stay
Gare.
here off the foot of Sidler. And 1:23 to go. Lancers have the possession. They could tie it up here.
I could see that developing, and that was really well done by the Lancers.
Reese Watkins thought about nice head fake baseline.
Oh,
good
great block
by James.
Great block by James.
Sidler, corner, Jack Smith for 3 from the corner, no good. Ball rattles around. Lancers 3-on-2 break. Up to Dries. No foul on that. He went right over his
That has
back.
to be a foul.
Well, he swallowed the whistle on that one. Last minute of play in the half. 3-point Ironman lead. That double dribble right there. Holy man. I don't know, Jim. I think I've been sitting too close to you.
That's all right. I don't have to say anything that way.
Holy man. All right, we're under a minute to go. 3-point lead.
Obviously, Danville hold for one. They're the kind of team, they'll run it down and they will execute properly at the end of the quarter, end of the half now.
James backing it out, being guarded by Watkins. Drives, nice dish. At the doorstep, up and in is Hayden Whitker.
Well done by the veteran, drives in, dishes, easy basket.
And Danville's playing a lot of bodies here in this first half. Pass up ahead to Idris, over to Aiden. 19 seconds ago, 5-point Ironman lead. Swings it to Jensen. Jensen, nice head fake, drives, changes hands. No good, rebounded by James. He didn't even jump there, Jim. He put his arms up.
Yeah.
9 seconds, 8 seconds.
Not a bad foul here. They're not in the one-on-one. That is not a bad foul.
That's only their second.
So now what you want to do is somebody wants to jump on James and deny the ball. You do not want him to get the ball here for the last shot,
they're gonna put
the
Aiden
last
on him.
possession, which is good. And Aiden just needs to go wherever he goes. Don't let him get the ball.
Riley, 5, good pick. There, Smith over the corner, and there's your horn. We played one half here in Loyalsock, 27-22, the Ironman lead. We'll be right back here at Loyalsock.
Hi, I'm Cammie Rooney, broker owner of RE/MAX West Branch, and I'm here today to talk about a new program called Heroes Home Advantage that's exclusive to Lycoming County. And I'm also here with Mike Lee from Susquehanna Community Bank. And this program is great because it helps heroes on the front line for us every day. And what we do is we give back 20% of the commission on the realtor side to the hero. And Mike, what do you have at the bank as far as the program?
Well, first off, we're glad to partner with RE/MAX, and Cammie, thank you very much for the partnership. And at closing, we'll give up to $700 back to that hero in our community. And that also, just keep in mind who these heroes are. These are folks who make our community better and safer.
Absolutely. And to qualify to be a hero, it includes the military, whether it's active, retired, or a veteran, law enforcement, first responders, healthcare professionals, and who else, Mike? Anybody I'm missing?
There's another great category too, Cammie, and that's our teachers that are out there.
Awesome.
So we include them in the program as well. So it's a very broad group, and we're just really excited to give back to the community. Our name, Susquehanna Community Bank, has that, obviously, the community name in there. It's a great way to partner with you and give back to the community.
That's great. And RE/MAX West Branch felt that we could really give back to the community because we live and work in this community every day, and these people are on the front line for us, so this is our way of giving back to them.
And the timing's really good for us, by the way. Susquehanna Community Bank, our 7th branch is opening here soon on the Golden Strip. So we're an independent local bank. We formerly known as West Milton State Bank. We rebranded last year to Susquehanna Community Bank. And we love our independence, and that's the plan for us to have the 7th branch open with ribbon cutting in October.
That's great. So you can call Susquehanna Community Bank or Remax West Branch at 570-321-1010 and check out these great listings. Here's some of these active listings that we currently have at Remax West Branch. And whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, or somebody that's downsizing, call us for all of your real estate needs today. We would be glad to help you.
Hoopers Only TV, man. Check it out. Yup. Shout out Hoopers Only TV. Hoopers Only TV, baby.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years, seeing the same faces, it's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyalsock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
All right, we are back. We are at the half here, 27-22. Danville leads. Jim, let's talk a little bit about the scoring first with Danville. Maven James, 10 points, their leading scorer, averaging 14 a game. He's been red hot.
Yeah, and again, he had some opportunities. He normally makes shots, but a very low scoring first half. So out of their 27, he's chipped in 10 of them.
Jack Smith, number 23, right at 7, got some key rebounds, kept the ball alive. Dante Harwood, very, very physical. Inside, he has 8 points, and Aiden Wicker off the bench with 2. Something that doesn't show up in the stat sheet all the time, the senior, Colton Sidler, very, very aggressive. He was the first man on a lot of loose balls.
Absolutely. And Harwood gave good minutes. He played a really nice first half.
Absolutely. He does have 2 fouls.
And now Loyalsock averaging 80 points a game. Let's talk about them, Paul. What do you got?
Well, Aiden Gare has 5. Idris Ali has 8. 6 for 6 from the line. Reese Watkins only has 2. Jensen off the bench in the second quarter has 5. Rivers Parish has 2. Like I said, their leading scorer, Aiden Gare, averaging 22 a game. He only has 5, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He has 1 3-pointer and 1 bucket. It was a sloppy half.
It was very sloppy, and of course, if the Lancers scored 22 a half, they're not going to win many ball games. I'm sure CI and Coach Jeff Everett are in there, and they're talking them up to get them into a flow offensively, but more importantly, to turn up the intensity defensively. I didn't like the defensive effort, but again, they only gave up 27 points, but they just seemed a split second behind. there are two senior studs, Aiden Gare and Reese Watkins. I think we figured out they're around 34 points a game.
You're correct.
And they had what in the first half? 7 between them.
Seven between them. And like you said, like a lot of times in high school basketball, there's a lot of, if you don't choose to play in a Christmas tournament, you're off from around the 20th or 21st of December until right after the New Year. So some teams, I know Montoursville had 10 days off in between games.
Yeah, you always looking. It's a tight balance, but I always like you don't want to overdo it over the holidays.
Right.
I'd cut back on practice and find some games to play. But a good Christmas tournament goes a long way, and Loyalsock didn't have that this year. They would usually go to State College, and they would play much bigger schools, and I guess for whatever reason that didn't materialize this year, so they had some time off. But at this point, they got a half under their belt. It's about making adjustments, and quite honestly, they got to reach down inside here and give a little more effort.
No, absolutely. Like I said, and the break could be a big effect. They beat Southern. They really, like I said, they're really struggling to start the games this year as opposed to last year where they'd get out to such a huge lead and coast. But like we say, different team.
Different team. Now, if you're Danville, let's flip the script here. They got it. They're down a starter. They're down the point guard, right?
Right.
And I mean that's a big factor. They got to be tickled where they're at right now. They have a 5-point lead. They've played solid. And now if you flip the script to their coach, you want to try to repeat that half and that intensity. And the key is use your timeouts quick. Lancers have a run in them. They always do here. And try to avoid that big Lancer run.
Well, absolutely. And like I said, Danville lost their last 2 games. A 1-point game to Shamokin without Dressler. And they lost also. They only scored 42 or 43 points against Crestwood, who we said a very good defensive team.
Yeah, Crestwood put the wood to Williamsport earlier in the year and really gave them fits.
Yeah.
And I think Crestwood has a quality squad. So I mean that the Shamokin win. I'm not sure what Shamokin has.
Shamokin only lost 1 game. They're 7-1.
So they're solid this year. I mean.
Yeah.
The bottom line in basketball is you got to get into a routine and play. There's no substitution for game action, and right now the Lancers need to find their legs, find their win, and find some intensity here for the second half.
Well, we got 30 seconds before we're going to start the second half. Let's take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back with the third quarter.
Teamed up with Ford to bring you even more holiday bonus cash on brand new vehicles now until the end of the year. And this is Ford Truck Month, and we have massive savings with up to $13,500 off MSRP on new Ford F-150s. We have new Ford Fusions as low as $19,988 and all-wheel drive Escapes as low as $25,388. All priced at the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee, or we'll give you $1,000. So for Christmas cash, no payments.
All right, welcome back here. We're just about to start the third quarter. I want to say hello to Carl Eisworth. Always listening in our games, Jim.
Always good to hear from Carl.
And Petey's back also.
Petey's healthy. He was fighting a little illness. He's here tonight looking good.
Danville with the ball. Smith with the ball, top of the key. Now swings it over to James. 27-22, just underway third quarter. Three-pointer, that's blocked.
Good job by Siraj getting a piece of it. Again,
Smith,
no box out.
Got to eat that one. Gare. Here comes Sidler, and once again, Colton Sidler hustling back.
Absolutely.
And tips the ball out of bounds.
But there's where Aiden, and he might be thinking a little bit too much, but normally he'd go headstrong to the basket and he wouldn't catch up. He slowed.
Alley-oop to Watkins.
Boy, that's not a good play.
Missed everyone. Riley comes down with it. Riley over to Smith. I really like Jack Smith, 5'10", senior guard. He's been everywhere tonight.
He's done a nice job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good defense. Looking for a 5-second call. Had to be close there.
Riley over to Harwood. Back to James. They gave him the baseline.
Beat him baseline.
He went to slam that one that time. Jim, ball fell off his fingers.
There's one where you just lay it up and get the 2.
Yep. Oh, nice move by Parrish. Parrish strong. Once again swatted by Riley. And
there's Siraj.
Siraj Ali lays it in.
Cleaning up the mess, and that's what the Lancers need.
27-24.
Now they're out of the press. They're going half-court man, which is, I think, is a good move. They got nothing. Look in the trap here.
Here comes the double. Over to Riley, being guarded by Parrish. Riley now getting doubled by Watkins. Back out to Harward.
Little half-court trap by the Lancers.
Danville looks a little confused here. They're going to get back to reset it up. Mavin James with the ball, right-handed dribble. Ironman going from right to left on your screen. There's another pick. Back to Riley. Here comes the trap again, Jim. Riley dribbling through people, and the ball comes right in the hands of Smith. Back to James. James steps back behind the arc. Good defense by the Lancers. James off balance 3. No good. Tipped around. Watkins cleans the boards.
Best defensive possession for the Lancers tonight right there.
Here comes Reese. Reese over to Parrish. Parrish kicks it over to Ali. Gare's calling from the come this way. Has the screen set up. Ali drives baseline. Harwood stands still.
Oh, great
and it goes
drive.
in.
Adrice all the way in, falling down, throws it up, gets the kind roll. Big play for the Lancers.
27-26, lead down to 1. And a timeout by Danville there. Lenny Smith's going to call it quick.
Veteran
30.
coach Lenny Smith, like we talked about, doesn't want to let the Lancers get on that run. Commercial break, Paul?
We'll stay right here, Jim. What are you
Okay.
seeing so far?
Well, typical Loyalsock. They went in the locker room. They've come back out, intensity. They got things flowing. Didn't like that alley-oop pass. Other than that, they played very well. Danville, nothing on the board yet. Their coach did the right thing. Get a timeout. Don't let the Lancers get going one of those Lancer lightning runs. Calm things down here. We'll be looking for a set play out of the timeout. And I got to think we got to be looking for Maven James to do something off a play. Either come off for a shot or drive and dish here.
Well, the three-pointer he took, like you said, his legs were going the other way.
Yeah.
And Aiden was right in his face there, kind of off balance. Still went around the rim and out. But they got to get a good shot here, and they haven't had a good shot.
I'll tell you, here without your starting point guard, this is a great opportunity. The sideline here's a tough spot to bring it in. Without your point guard, the Lancers give it up. That's a good place to go hard defense and create a turnover. But
Smith is now going to take the ball across court, trying to get it over to Riley. Riley, oh, nice move. Kicks it back. That is Sidler. Sidler between his legs, double teamed. Swings it over to James. There it is, Jim. The shot you called.
Yep.
No good. That was short. Rebounded by Siraj. Here comes Rivers Parrish. No numbers. Backs it out to Watkins. Watkins head fake back over to Parrish. Gare once again setting the screen. Back out to Adrice. Adrice, three-pointer on the way. Long. Ball tipped around. Watkins, Johnny on the spot.
there's the athleticism of Watkins. Just hanging out, cleaning up the mess.
6-0 run to start the third by the Lancers. 1-point lead. Sidler with the ball. Over to Smith. Smith
Good
gets
defense
it
by
picked.
Rivers. Good hustle.
Rivers diving for the ball. Here comes the trap. Now across to Harwood. Harwood swings it to the corner to Sidler. Back to Harwood. Harwood thought about it. Head fake to the corner. Riley
Ooh, little bump there. Got away with it.
gets trapped under the basket. Kicks it back out to James.
Somebody needs to step in there on James, and they did. Very well done.
Back out to Sidler. Over to James. Crowd.
Reese Watkins doing a great job on Maven James right now.
Crowd showing their appreciation. Student body on their feet for Loyalsock. Harwood, nice drive, strong to the basket. And there's a technical foul. He said something after he scored to one of the Lancer players, and they're not going to put up with that, Jim, and they just teed him up.
I completely missed it. Great drive the baseline. Put it up and in, and again, you don't want to let your emotions get ahead of you here. You just created a positive situation and turned it into a negative.
Well, Dante, I think, thinks he got hit on the hand, and he's probably right, he did. And he yelled right in the face of one of the Lancer players. And they're not going to put up with that here in high school basketball, nor should they.
And the important thing in here is Aiden just converted the first. Make them pay. Make them pay, and it's your ball. And Aiden did. Aiden's going to, it's about time for Aiden to take over here. He's been awfully quiet tonight. You might have just gave him, sometimes getting to the foul line gets a score going, and that might be huge for him.
Lancers now by 1 with the ball. Over to Rivers Parrish. Parrish now to Gare. Gare inside pass to Siraj. Has position, bounced around. Smith comes down with the loose ball over to Sidler. 4 minutes to go, third quarter, 1-point Lancer lead. Sidler trying to go one-on-one. Nice pass. Now
Good
stolen
job.
away
Great
by
D. Double
Parrish.
dribble.
And I couldn't see that. The pole was in my way here. What did they call, Jim?
I believe it was a double dribble on Rivers after he made the steal. Great job on the steal, and he sort of misdribbled and caught it with the other hand. I was looking through the referee there a little bit.
Zach Gordon now into the game for Danville, number 4. Over to James. James over to Sidler. Sidler thought about it, back between his legs, almost lost it, being guarded by Siraj. Here comes that Lancer defense again.
Much better effort here in the second half.
Trying to get the ball to James. Three-pointer off balance, drains it.
And again, I give him credit for defense. Aiden can't be chasing. He has to get through that instead of running behind it.
Mavin James with his second three-pointer. He has 13 on the night and a 2-point Ironman lead. Parrish being trapped with the ball over to Gare. Gare to Watkins. Watkins back to Siraj, top of the key. Over to the brothers, Ali.
The brothers.
Long three by
There
Gare.
we go.
Count it.
Again,
Gare for 3.
little catch and shoot there. Aiden's great at that, and he's got to get rolling here.
He's starting to heat up now on this third quarter.
Aiden's a competitor. He didn't like he got that three-pointer shot on him down at the other end. Little talking going on between him and Maven. They've played together. They've played against each other for a lot of years. Maven James and Aiden Gare. This isn't their first rodeo.
Smith will inbound over to Sidler.
Now, if I'm Danville here, they got to go back to working the ball. They've looked a little out of sync here.
Absolutely to start this third quarter. But Riley hasn't been handling the ball. Interesting. I don't know why, and he did the whole first half.
There's a 5-second call that's not made.
He's trying to dribble, and they're going to call steps on
They
that.
got the travel, but that was 5 seconds. That was a good defensive effort. At least they got the turnover one way. Here comes the big fella, Julian.
Substitution number 44, Julian Wilson.
I'd park his butt down in the blocks and I'd feed him. I'd feed him like the alligator over there at Clyde Peelings. You know what I'm saying?
Over at Reptile
over
Land.
At Reptile Land. Right now,
and
give
there
it to
it
him.
is. Ball inside.
There you
Wilson
go.
lays it at the
This is-
doorstep. Misses. Fights for it. Comes down. Smith again with the ball. If you're Danville, I think Riley has to handle the ball, and he has not
again,
handled the ball.
Do not go away from that. Feed the big fella the next time down.
There's
nice
Riley
pass.
up and in.
KJ Riley with
First bucket for Riley on the night. And Danville leads by 1. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Adrice with the ball, top of the key, over to Siraj. Over to Watkins. Watkins on that right wing. Left wing, Gare. Long three.
Bang.
Count it.
Aiden Gare, catch and shoot.
7 points this third quarter, Jim. Aiden has 12. He's starting to heat up, and the Lancer lead is 2 points. Student body on their feet. A nice move by Zach Gordon, lays it in. Nobody stepped up to help out.
No help side. Julian came over. He's a little slow to keep up with the quickness.
We are deadlocked here at 36. What a game. Thanks for spending your Saturday night here.
Oh, great move by Idris.
At WebWeeklyLive.com, Paul Bowe, Jim Webb calling the action here from Loyalsock. And Idris will go to the line where he's perfect tonight, Jim.
Yeah, and good job getting inside. I would love to see him throw that in reverse there. He's good with the ball. I think he could have made himself an easier opportunity just to come out on the other side of the basket and laid it in.
First one is up, and it is good. 7 for 7 from the line for tonight. Second one is good.
And a great job by Idris penetrating to the basket, creating points from the foul line tonight.
2-point Lancer
Now this
lead.
looks more like the press they run.
Oh, Sidler was trapped there.
They left him out.
Yep, they left him off the hook. Sidler dribbling around.
Sometimes you got that fish on the hook. You got to set it, Paul.
Smith for 3. Count it. Jack Smith.
Boy, he better be careful.
And they're doing a lot of talk in the Ironman. They're going to get another technical. They better be careful.
Good job by Aiden.
Mavin tried to pick his pocket and did. They got to slow this down. Loyalsock now full court press. They called Watkins with a push there.
Good job by Aiden there. Good crossover, got to the basket, and they helped on defense, and I didn't see who it was.
That was Riley. Riley came over to help.
Great help
and
defense.
James backside got the steal. 1 point lead, full court press now here for the Lancers. Smith back to James.
That was a token press. That was just to put a little pressure on them to say we're here. They back out of it. They're in straight man. Big possession here at the end of the quarter.
And Riley's really stepped up his game this last 2 minutes after we said he didn't touch the ball. He was very instrumental in the last 2 possessions. Smith, nice drive. Good defense by Reese. And he lost it off his hand.
Yes, he did. Good defense. Two Lancers over to help.
Julian coming back into the game.
the most important thing about playing man defense is that you got to have help side. You're always going to get beat. The good teams know how to help, where to come from, where to fill in. And
absolutely, Jim. I can't agree with you more. Final 20 seconds of the quarter. They're trying to get that ball in low to Julian again. Kicks it back to Siraj, back to Reese. 11 seconds. Now, here's what you said. We need to start some motion here.
Right now, they need to go out.
They're waiting too long. 6 seconds. 5 into the corner. You're going to get a bad shot. Watkins, baseline. No good. Ball tipped around. And there's your horn and a long pass down the other end by Sidler. We've played 3 here at Loyalsock. 1 point Danville lead, 39-38. We'll be back with the fourth quarter.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastFaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Lift your knees, you gotta get your...
All right, Jim, we're back here for the final frame. Great game to start the year out. We can't ask for a better game. 39-38.
And down the stretch we come, Paul.
Like a horse race as they turn for home. Adris Alri with the ball, right-handed dribble. Trying to set up a pick by Siraj over to Aiden. Aiden over to Watkins, nice screen. Watkins tries to free himself. Gare, that's all he needs is to get free. Ball bouncing around, and Harward cleans the boards.
Lancers get back, good job.
And didn't see what happened there.
Danville will maintain possession. The ball was tipped away.
Jim, I can tell you what did happen in the NFL playoffs. Houston just kicked the field goal in overtime. Buffalo blew a 16-0 lead in 22-19. The Texans win it in overtime.
That's a big win for the Texans.
Absolutely.
Probably saved the coach's job, too.
Probably. Smith, jumper from the foul line, no good.
Good job by Adris, just like Anthony Pastore last year, getting inside, doing the big man's work.
Adris going to line up that three.
Bang!
Count it! Adris Ali, 4-3.
Have yourself a night, young man.
He has 15 on the night. And he should be, Loyalsock hangs on to win this game. We'll try to get him up here for some words.
Good pass.
Kick to the corner. Harward from the corner. Three-pointer around the rim and out over the back.
And there's what they were lacking earlier in the game. There's a great box out. I believe it was Adris. Was it Adris or Siraj? Adris?
I believe it was Adris.
And that's what you do. You got to get a body on him.
41-39, 6:50 to go. Loyalsock 2-point lead and the ball. Top of the key. Garrett
Nice.
Bow back. Nice dish.
Very well done.
Inside. He should have took that up.
Should have took that shot, but the Lancers will take it. Boy, Siraj has a nice touch around the basket.
Absolutely.
That's not an easy shot. That's one of those tweeners. Good job by Rivers. Good pass.
Over to James. James being guarded by Garrett. Danville needs a bucket and needs
big
one back.
possession here. Even though we got 6 minutes or plus to go, this is a big possession. Good defense, good switch. 5 seconds.
A blocking foul they're going to call on Sidler.
Offensive foul?
Yep, offensive.
Okay.
Ironman foul number 12, Colton Sidler, his third.
Good defense, good switch, too, by the Lancers there.
Lineup for Danville number 14, Aiden Wichter.
Wichter coming into the game for Danville. Colton's going to sit down a little bit. Adris Ali with the ball. Across the timeline. Crosses over. Back to Aiden. Aiden swings it to Watkins. Being guarded by Whitker. Once again. Gets it back to Aiden in the corner.
Tough shot.
Fall away. Three-pointer.
Bang. That's that Larry Bird one-leg fall away.
46-39. Biggest lead of the game for Loyalsock. I believe we have a timeout on the floor.
I think we got a foul.
No, a foul?
stoppage is a delay of game warning against the Lancers.
Delay of game warning against Loyalsock.
I think he fell out the door and went to the concession stand, Aiden Garrett did, and I think they gave him the delay of game for the popcorn and the soda.
Well, Aiden's really heated up. He has 16 now on the night. Leads all scorers. Swings it across court. That's Harwood.
Good job.
On the doorstep. He's tough. Dante Harwood
Good pass
strong.
inside, and he did a nice job squaring up.
46-41 Lancers lead by 5.
Danville's always solid. Oh, long three-pointer on the way. Bang! Aiden Gare.
And
Aiden Gare from 4 Mile Drive.
he has 19, and he's heating up. And we got a timeout. Lenny Smith calling a timeout. Loyalsock fans on their feet. 8-point lead, 5:14 to go. WebWeeklyLive.com.
And we're back here at Loyalsock, CIN Singers Gymnasium, 5:14 to go, fourth quarter. Lancers have opened up an 8-point lead, Paul.
I'll tell you what, Aiden Gare heating up like the weather today. Was in the 50s, and Aiden Gare's about in the 90s as he's on fire.
Well, back when he got put on the foul line for that technical foul,
don't
poke the bear. They poked the bear there a little. He got to the foul line and got his game going, I think, with those 2 foul shots.
Oh, that was a kick. Siraj, I think they might overrule that. Let me see, no?
There's nobody else to look at it.
Wow.
Ironman substitution number 11, Carson Persing.
All right, hey, 49-41, 5 minutes to go, Lancers lead.
Danville jumped into a press here, 2-1-2 press. Again, they're same principle here. Looking to trap on a corner, create a bad cross-court pass. Just like that, the Lancers got away with it.
Swings into the corner. Gare, he's feeling it. He pulls it, and he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
You just were waiting for that to splash down, weren't you, Paul?
Absolutely.
We've seen him do that so many times where he gets fouled in that baseline and drains it.
Aiden Victor, his first team's 5th. At the line for the Lancers is Aiden Gare to shoot 3 shots.
77% free throw shooter, down a little bit from last year. Was well into the 80s. First one around the rim, no good.
He rushed that a little bit. He just needs to gather himself, take a breath here. Too good of a shooter to miss from the foul line. Much better.
Second one on its way and good. 50-4 foul shooting in that tournament. You know, rushing shots.
The thing a lot of people miss, foul shooting is much about controlling your body and your mind. Nice drive baseline. Oh, I think the Lancers got away with another one there. Going the other way.
Here comes Idris, moves it over to Parrish. Parrish, nice head fake, drives to the hoop. No good, 3 Ironmen are there, but the Lancers come down with it. Gare pulls away, fadeaway jumper, and we got another push.
He'll go to the line for 2 there.
Yep, he's going to
That
shoot
was
2.
that patent at one, Larry Bird one leg fall away, and he drew contact.
Tell you what, 5 points at halftime for Aiden Gare, 16 so far in the second half.
And again, rhythm.
First one on its way for Aiden, nothing but the bottom of the net. Now an 11-point lead for Loyalsock, and they're pulling away with 4 minutes to go here.
I started saying there, and action got moving. Foul shooting is as much about getting your body and your mind under control, slowing your breathing down, breaking it down and having the same ritual every time.
Aiden's second one up, no good. But he's hustling. There, Sidler comes down with the ball, 11-point Lancer lead. We are at 4:16 to go. 3-pointer on the way. KJ Riley hits it. Danville needed that.
Absolutely, and watching these Danville Loyalsock games over the years, I knew that one was going in when he lined it up. It just good rivalry on the hardwood, on the football field. on the baseball diamond.
Oh, absolutely. We had 2 good football games the last 2 years. Came down to the last play.
Aiden Gare on its way.
Now turned it
Siraj
over.
should have rolled to the basket there.
Riley pushing the ball to the corner to Persing. Kind of short hopped out like a shortstop, taking a bad hop. Over to Riley. Riley shooting a 3. In and out.
No box
James,
out.
no box out. Backside. Mavin James lays it in. 52-46. Lead down to 6. 3:23 to go.
Good job by Mavin James getting himself to the basket, cutting the lead to 6. Now again, we know slowing the game down isn't in Loyalsock's DNA.
No.
So what they have to do is get good shot
I
opportunities.
was just going to say that, Jim. Good shot. We don't need any more three-pointers.
No, get good. There's a good shot.
Good quality shot by
Idris
Idris
Ali.
Ali.
He's been solid all night long. He's led the charge for the Lancers.
James trying to free himself. Pass Harwood down in the corner. Baseline jumper
I like
rolls
that.
in.
Was that left-handed?
That was left-handed.
Little left-handed jumper? Little left-handed hook?
54-48. Danville hanging around.
I think there's a mismatch here. I think Idris can take him to the rack. Look for the cutter.
And he got behind him. Over to Siraj. Siraj at the top
watch
of the
the
key. Aiden long 3. No good. Ball batted around, and it's going to go to the Danville. 2:21 to go. See, I'm not happy about that.
I don't think that's a good shot in that situation, and I love Aiden Gare, but I think they can get to the basket right now. They have enough points to win. It's just a matter of, I don't like I say, they don't slow the ball down well. So I'd be looking good defense there by Reese Watkins.
And James knows that was a bad play there.
So again, attack the basket, look for a good shot.
Or back it out. Back it out, take the time off the clock. Like you said, they got enough points to win. Danville's chasing them. Might come down to free throws. We talked about that in the open. Parrish with the ball, left wing, over to Watkins.
Probably should have been a foul called there.
I think you're trying to foul. There's a pick by K.J. Riley. No call. I think he was trying to foul there. James.
I think so too.
Long cross-court pass to Persing. Persing, 3-ball on the way. No good, hard. James battles his way in there and comes down with the rebound.
Veteran ball player digs it
go.
out.
It's going to stay here with the Ironman. Down 6, 1:26 to go. They don't even need a three-pointer. They can lay it in here. You know what I mean? There's still a 2-possession game, 1:26 to go. You score, you foul. There's a lot of time here. Jack Smith now back into the game for Danville.
Good defense by Lowe. Oh, gets around Aiden again all the way to the basket.
Oh, missed it.
Misses the bunny. Good tie up by who I couldn't see. Was that Rivers?
Jump ball possession.
They tied up Harward. I couldn't see who had him.
I think it was Rivers got in there and tied him up. Possession is maintained by Danville.
Well, Danville's getting a lot of chances here. 1:15 to go. Loyalsock by 6. Smith with the ball baseline. Now spins up to the top of the key, being guarded. Over to Harwood. Harwood drives, nice position, and he'll go to the line. Put his rear end out there, drew the foul.
Solid ball player, Harwood. He's played a great game today. The only negative was a technical foul, but
Lancer foul number 4.
quite honestly, sometimes you got to have a little giddy up in your step. You know what I'm saying, Paul?
Absolutely. He has 14 on the night, going to the line. Loyalsock calls a full timeout. We're going to take one also. 1:07 to go. We'll be right back with the final 1:07.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
Harwood on the line, 80% foul shooter for the year for the Ironman. He will shoot 2.
He's had a solid ball game tonight. Like we talked about in off air, that technical foul seemed to get Aiden Gare going more than anything. I think hurt.
First one is up. First one is good. 54-49.
So obviously here the intent is to make the foul shot, jump in the press. If they get it in, foul them.
Quick foul. Harwood's second one is good. Very good foul shooting team, Danville.
Always. Danville is, as long as I can remember, has just been a solid fundamental team.
Zach Gordon checking into the game. Ball to Gare, up to Parrish. Parrish breaks the press easily. Siraj, wiped out, blew a tire, and now a jump ball. They're calling timeout. Loyalsock got the timeout.
Siraj got fouled. There was no call. After the foul, he blew out the tire.
He definitely, that was.
The good thing for the Lancers is they maintain possession.
1 minute even to go.
Let's keep it right here.
Yeah, 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here.
So obviously Danville's talking about denying the inbounds, trying to create a turnover, and if it gets in, then they're going to foul. They're down 4 with a minute to go. Loyalsock here, this is a great opportunity to set up a play to score because they're going to be in a scrum on defense. They want to create the turnover. So if you can set a pick and roll, if you could set something up, a rub, you can get an easy basket here, which puts them in a difficult situation to come back from a 6-point deficit. I love when the Spirit Band's here. Always love that here at Lancer Stadium. I should say CI Gymnasium. So it'll be Loyalsock ball under the basket.
One minute even to go in the fourth quarter. Parrish will inbound.
There it is. Oh, they missed it. They had the layup off the
and a
rub
turnover.
and then they turn it over.
Right to Riley. Riley gets caught in the air up to Zach Gordon. Gordon swings it over to Persing. Persing on the doorstep. Harwood up. Oh, missed it on the
Good job by Siraj cleaning it up.
Excuse me, that was Smith. Missed it layup. And he's been so clutch. Ball pass. Now they're playing keep away. And there's the foul there by James.
I didn't see it. It was away from the ball, I believe.
And Jack Smith had a layup there, and he missed it. Could have cut the lead to 2. Harwood now checking back into the game.
The Ironman number 13, Dante Harwood. And at the line for Loyalsock, number 1, Rivers Parrish, shooting 1 and 1.
Well, if you're going to foul somebody on this team, by statistic-wise, Rivers is not having a good year from the line. I'm not even going to say this, the number. We're not going to jinx him. Hopefully he can hit him here.
Well, the big thing here is
That's
to get
long.
back and play defense.
Bounces around, ball tipped around, and Harwood cleans the boards. Over to Smith. 35 seconds to go, 4-point Lancer lead. Smith between his legs over to James. That's who they want to have the ball.
All
James
the way in.
Drives to the basket, and a quick timeout with 27 seconds to go. Mavin James takes it coast to coast.
That can't happen there. If he gets, I mean, that's a walk in the park there. What you have to do is if you get beat, foul him. Make him go to the line and earn it at least, and he's a good ball player.
Yeah.
But he walked right down Broadway, laid it in. You get the quick timeout, and then you get to set the press up. Loyalsock, like we talked about in the beginning, is going to have to make some foul shots to win the game.
And foul shots are their Achilles heel as a team, Jim.
Yep.
58% for the year. That's not good. That's a little more than 1 of every 2, and that's not many.
No, and now the key for Loyalsock, again, not a good team slowing the game down. They'll have an opportunity here. They're very athletic. They could have an opportunity to score off this press, and I wouldn't pull the ball back out. What they need to do is attack the basket and not let the game come down to the foul line.
No, I agree with you. And Danville has been battle-tested. They've played a couple close games. Loyalsock has not been in a close game, really close yet this year.
So
coming down to the wire. Here comes
Reese comes up the left side.
Oh, they picked his pocket. Oh, and they got the foul. They picked his pocket. They couldn't get the loose ball, and Idris will go to the line.
Foul number 1.
2. And then there's the important thing. It's a 2-shot foul, too. And so I didn't know if they called it in the act of shooting. So Idris, normally you'd say that's a bad play. I like that play. Went to the basket strong, got to the foul line. Normally you'd want to bring the ball back out, but with Loyalsock and their problems closing out and holding the ball.
And Danville doing the offensive, defensive substitutions here on the stoppage. Idris has been perfect from the line tonight. First one up is no good.
Oh, it was a one-on-one. I thought they gave him a 2-shot foul.
19 seconds to go. Smith up, and he missed the bunny there. 15 seconds, and now a foul.
Wow. Well, I feel bad for the kid. He all the way in to tie the game. I never want to see that happen to anybody.
No.
KJ Riley, his second, team's ninth.
Okay, again, the Lancers struggle at the foul line, and they need to
At the
convert.
line for the Lancers, number 1, Rivers Parrish.
Parrish
shooting one.
going to the line, 1-1 again. 14.5 seconds to go. 2-point Lancer lead.
I don't know why Loyalsock doesn't have two guys in the box.
First one up is good. And now this is the big shot. This is making a 2-possession game. If Rivers can hit this one. Only man in there is Watkins. Second one is good.
Good job by Rivers. 4-point lead. Now don't do anything stupid.
4-point lead. Over to Smith. Smith back to the corner to Sidler. 3 around the rim. No good. Ball battled around. Aidengare has it. And a foul with 6 seconds to go. On Riley. They wanted a jump ball. But I think that was a good call.
No, they raked him across the arms. Aidengare got the rebound. Great job by Rivers stepping up to the line, knocking down game-deciding foul shots. These are gravy. These are stat stuffers here.
Yeah, this 4-point lead, 6 seconds to go.
Well, I shouldn't say that. 6 seconds is a lot of time, but
first one up, first one good. 57-52. Reggie Miller is not in the building, Jim, so I think they're safe.
Okay.
5-point Lancer lead. Gare looking to ice this one. Second one is good. 6-point lead for Loyalsock.
Sideline break by Danville.
Riley
academic
lays it in, and a quick timeout.
Nice drive baseline.
58-54.
Right approach by Loyalsock. Give up the 2, don't foul. So we got 9/10 of a second, which the only way is enough time to score points is if they steal the ball on the inbound, launch a 3, get fouled.
That's it.
I don't think that's going to happen, Paul.
I'll tell you what, though, Jim, great game. What a game.
Outstanding game.
58-54. Aidengare leading all scores with 24 points.
Aiden, a slow start, that technical foul, getting himself to the foul line, knocking them both down, seemed to get him going.
Mavin James with 17.
He's a solid basketball
Dante
player.
Harwood, very, very tough inside with 16. KJ Riley with a bunch of assists for Danville. Very good team. Hopefully they'll get to see each other later in the year in the PHAC tournament.
And the little engine that could, Idris Ali, of the brothers Ali, he's had a solid night.
He's
all
my
the way
MVP
around.
of the night tonight. 17 points.
That's the ball game.
And that's it. It's a final score here from Loyalsock. Loyalsock stays unbeaten, 9-0, 58-54. We'll be right back.
Only TV, man. Check it out. Yup. Shout out Hooper's Only TV.
Hooper's Only TV, baby.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
There's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
All right, we're back here at Loyalsock. I am here with Idris Ali. Idris, great game, brother.
Thank you.
17 points. You were just about perfect from the line. I know you missed one foul shot, but I'll tell you what, we're not going to count that one. Tremendous game. What were you seeing out there tonight? You were feeling it. You were raining those three-pointers in.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody that could stay in front of me, so I took it to the basket, tried to get to the line, and made my free throws.
Yeah, and this is like more of a coming-out party for you. I said you're not known for scoring a lot of points, but I'll tell you what, tonight, that should be something going forward. Give you the rock, right? You want to shoot the ball.
Yeah, it's a confidence thing.
Absolutely, and you just keep shooting. You played a great game defensively, great game offensively. What a comeback. What does this win mean for Loyalsock?
It means a lot, actually, because last year we had a great team. We lost, but this year we came back. We're in our house, and we got revenge.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jim and I talked about that in the open. We did that game down in Danville last year. Very controversial game. The officiating wasn't the greatest, but I know it was the only loss that you guys had in the regular season. But I'll tell you what, it has to feel good. You guys are 9-0, playing really well. You started off a little slow tonight. You beat a good Danville team, and hopefully you guys continue going forward.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right, well, we have Idris Ali. We're going to be right back with Aiden Gare, and then we're going to wrap it up from here. We'll be right back.
Teamed up with Ford to bring you even more holiday bonus cash on brand new vehicles now until the end of the year. And this is Ford Truck Month, and we have massive savings with up to $13,500 off MSRP on new Ford F-150s. We have new Ford Fusions as low as $19,988 and all-wheel drive Escapes as low as $25,388. All priced at the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee, or we'll give you $1,000. So for Christmas cash, no payments until January, and extra holiday rebates, stop and shop to save some green off Route 15 in Mansfield, where we're taking the deals the other guys won't.
All right, we're back here in Loyalsock. You got a nickname from Coach Webb there. He's nicknamed you the Assassin. I'm back with the Assassin, Aiden Gare. Aiden, things started off slowly. It's been the norm for this year for this team. You haven't started off really well, but you guys finished with a flurry. You only had 5 points in the first half. We talked about it. They had to get you going. The technical foul, I feel, was the turning point of the game. And that really turned this game around, and you went down and you hit your foul shots. You end up with 24 on the night, another win for the Lancers, a 58-54 win. What does this win mean to you?
I mean, it means a lot. Last year we lost to them. They made us not undefeated during regular season. We wanted them all last year. We were going to get them in the PSAC championship, but they ended up losing, so we didn't get that. So this year we wanted to come out, keep our undefeated going.
Absolutely, and like I said, down there, what happened on that play there underneath the basket there when they called the unsportsmanlike? You were standing right there.
I went up to block the shot, and I hit his fingertips a little bit, and he told the ref that it's a foul, but in different words.
Okay, yeah, and obviously, again, there's no place for that in high school sports. No. And it was a good job. They called the technical foul, and Dante played a great game, really solid game. You know, sometimes things happen like that, but it was the turning point of the game.
It was.
You know, like they say, give somebody an inch, they'll take a foot, and you guys did do that.
Those free throws got me hot.
Yeah, you went on a run, and like I said, Jim said you took that one from the concession stand, and you buried it there. 24 points on the night. Idris chipped in with 17. A great win for you guys. 9-0 on the season. Where are you guys going the rest of the year? What does it mean?
I mean, we want to keep this undefeated streak going. We want to go undefeated all the way to districts and even going in the states. I mean, we don't want to lose a game this year.
No, and who does? And one game at a time. It's a final score here from Loyalsock, 58, Danville 54. We'll see you guys Monday night, State College in Williamsport from the Magic Dome. For Jim Webb, I'm Paul Bohl. Good night, everybody. Hoopers Only TV, WebWeeklyLive.com.